We're not clapping.
It's my shit.
Nah, we don't need to clap. Go ahead, man.
Now the skies could fall, not even if my boss should call. The world seems so very small, 'cause nothing even matters at all. Seems nothing even matters. Seems nothing even matters at all. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters at all. Your love makes me feel 10 feet tall. Without it, I go through withdrawal. 'Cause nothing even matters at all. Nothing even matters.
Yeah, is Zion White Club son?
No, that's Bob Marley's son. Bob, it's from the Marley line.
Right. Damian Marley.
Out to sea. Some
natural catastrophe.
Still there's no place I'd rather be. 'Cause nothing even matters
to me.
Nothing
even matters.
No.
Nothing even matters to me. Nothing even matters. Get my part.
You're part of my identity. I sometimes have a tendency
to look at you religiously.
'Cause nothing even matters
to me.
Nothing even matters.
Nothing even matters to me. Said it don't matter.
Yo, Moby singing.
I know star. I have no time for manicures. With you it's never either or. 'Cause nothing even matters no more. See, nothing even matters. See, nothing even matters no more. Nothing even matters. Now my dream was
Take the score and make it to the final four.
That's my 4x4. 'Cause nothing even matters no more. Nothing even matters. Nothing even matters to me.
I wish I could sing.
Me too.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah, you know.
These songs don't do nothing for me. Like, I never used to listen to these type of ballads, like, growing up. But I fundamentally understand why people do. Like, I felt that energy in terms of what y'all was doing. Like, I understand why. Like, these songs don't really do it for me by myself. But maybe I should give it a try.
Like, I felt that group energy just now.
Yeah, and just listening to the words, like I never like listening to myself it don't hit, but listening to it with y'all, I guess it hits a bit different.
Nothing but you. Nothing.
Get it, Mo.
Oh, you should be singing.
Her eyes closed. You know a nigga get it when their eyes is closed.
She see the lyrics.
But you.
Yo, we about to make a music group. Mo can really sing. Flashcard bars.
And Monique, she can sing and rap, right?
Yeah, I'm
can sing and
nah, Mo gotta sing. Let me come in and do the rapping. I want to be like left guy. Like y'all just be vibing.
We definitely gonna have stage vibing. We got shake stage vibing, brother.
Yeah, let's shake. Yeah, throw shake in the crowd.
I'm sorry, what? In the crowd?
Y'all really want to hear me? Maybe I might sing my one song, Eyes on the Sparrow. Remember I used to sing that all the time?
That's your song, though.
God damn it.
Talk your shit.
Let's get into it.
This is a vibe. I feel like we're vibing.
I like this. This is a good way to start the episode. I'm feeling this episode. It's gonna be a good one. I feel it.
Nothing.
Feel this energy. Feel this energy. Cleansing energy.
Yes, cleanse it. We cleaning it.
Go ahead,
my
TJ.
bowl.
Get the gong, TJ.
Let me
Get
get
the
my
gong.
gong. Get the
Nah,
gong.
that shit gonna hypnotize this
Keep
nigga.
it organic.
We're doing this right now. What the fuck is you doing, TJ?
Yes.
Y'all rushing it now. Y'all fucking up the moment.
The moment. I'm gonna really sing for y'all one day. Even though my voice is
Yo, you just sung for us just now, my nigga. Your eyes.
Yeah, but I wasn't really.
As an impression, you're doing good.
Oh, that was good because I couldn't hear myself when I was.
You got a good voice, Mo.
Oh, don't worry. You got this live, baby. You can watch this back. This is why we record these things.
Yeah, nah. My voice is. I'll sing on his eyes on the sparrow. All right, y'all ready?
You know when niggas sing the best? When they in the shower.
That's
For me personally, when I'm in the shower,
you think you sing the best.
That's what you think. You think that.
When I be feeling like I'm singing,
I'm gonna sing for
the
you.
shower is where it's at.
Nigga, look, nigga.
You need the opinion of someone on the outside to verify that. Someone on the outside be like, yeah, you can sing. Because if someone on the outside be like, yo, what the fuck is you doing? You ain't.
I sound like Luther Vandross in the shower.
Nigga, I sing the best in the club, nigga, because I be singing my ass off.
I mean, everybody sing the best in the club. We all got Henny at that point,
but I know I don't know the lyrics. That's the great part. I know I don't know the lyrics, but I'm singing my ass off though. Trust me.
All right, y'all ready?
My nigga, I'm in the same boat. That's when you know. That's when you know it's real. When you know what the fuck you're saying, but you're confident what you're saying in the club.
All right,
love it.
Yeah, like if they cut the music off, I'm finished. Oh shit, nigga. Yeah, how we know she didn't just hypnotize us?
I'm not hypnotized. That's you.
You wouldn't know if she was hypnotized.
I feel like a dog ears. Like my ears just stood up. Like
I do. Remember the Fresh Prince episode where Will Smith got hypnotizing the dog because of that magician that kept doing that bullshit thing? That's what I was thinking about.
you guys to be quiet. You can hear the vibration.
No, I feel it. My body's moving and shit.
There it is.
Sorry, everybody. My bad.
Do
it again. I wasn't even.
Y'all didn't hear.
I heard it.
No, I heard
you,
bro.
I heard it.
It's still kind of going, so I'll do it again.
No, I'm saying everybody mute your mics. Everybody mute your mics so TJ can do the dog.
Yeah, let her play her steel pan real quick.
Yeah, everybody mute.
Ready? I'm complete.
Yo, when you actually focus on your breath, you could hear the fade from that sound as it goes away. At least for me, I could.
Yo, TJ, I'm gonna get me a steel drum too. After this nice. Anyway,
like we got
it's
some
not a steel
traditions
pen,
going
it's a glass
forward. I
ball.
feel like we need a song every episode now. Just kind of intro it. I feel like that's a good move starter.
Word.
Yeah,
Yo,
that
TJ, yeah. Hit the bong every time the episode starts.
You got it.
Shit. But anyway, welcome to another episode of Sophisticatedly Ratchet. Okay?
Gang.
All right, I'm gonna be moderating this episode today, and I know I don't know the order. I don't even know the order of the stories, but I'm gonna moderate the shit out of this episode. Though, watch. But anyway, before I introduce myself, okay, I want to introduce my colleagues. Okay, my co-hosts with the most. Okay. First, who I'm going to bring in, let me see who's a good victim today. Okay, you already know my boy, okay? Fuck boy from the future, okay? All right, the accountant major that you can't count on, crypto specialist, wandering to a fet near you, okay? And you know who I'm talking about, the one and only Shake the Wanderer. What up, my nigga?
What it do, y'all? What it do? You know, Shake is in the house. I'm here to get this episode popping. I ain't here to get the crowd lived up. Well, we're not really live.
Wait, why you make the crowd sound though, nigga? We supposed to make.
I swear on everything I love, bro. I was gonna jump
himself.
into the crowd sound for you, but I was
I had to hop in. I could do my own effects, boy.
Right.
Word.
You did
But
that.
you know, what's up, everybody? I'm just here. I'm here. You know, hope we have a great episode today. Well, we're here to present you with a great episode. And you can move on to the next person. I'm complete.
You already know. Okay, let me see who's coming up in the number 2 slot. Let me see. Okay, I'm going with my boy. Okay, he is the connoisseur of the greenest greens. Okay, silencer of the lambs and shit. All right, low key, my nigga is a YouTube star, and I can't wait to see your channel blow up, my nigga. I'm introducing the one and only, my nigga, Boogie. What up?
muted.
My mic fucked up, so I fucked it all up. My bad, but thank you so much. I didn't even know that was about me.
Nigga late to his
Peace
own
and love,
intro.
everybody.
Shit.
Oh shit, I got a lot going on with me. I can't even act like. But I'm just happy to be here. I am I feel like I need help with a motto. I've been thinking about like comic connoisseur, fitness freak is just kind of like generic.
That. I like that comment.
I definitely like what you're doing with the weed. I like
nigga.
that weed comment. I feel like I'm working on that. I feel like
comment
definitely like further improving though. I just feel like I want to send peace and positivity to everybody. Hope you being productive and just persevering through whatever life is throwing at you. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Facts. Okay. My next co-host. Yo, I never miss with this shit. I'm so fucking good at this. Hold up. All right. So look, if 2 is company, 3 is my next co-host. Okay. You already know. And let me tell you something about Mo. Okay, Mo, she got some good knees. I don't know if you'll ever like watch her IGs when she had a party and shit, but Mo, I just want to let you know your knee game is proper. Okay, no disrespect. All right.
Thank you. No disrespect.
Right. She got her own. She got her own fitness channel on IG and shit. Okay, you need to watch this shit if you want to have some purpose for your workout and shit. All right, and if you need the deets on IG. This is definitely who we go to. And I'm talking about the one and only Mo. What up?
Hi, Flash. Thank you for my intro. I loved it. What's up, team? What's up, tribe? I'm feeling good today.
All right.
Where you from, Mo? I heard that you was from Harlem, Zone 5, Section 2.
I'm always from the Bronx, BX, Co-op City, Section 5.
Section 5, dog.
Don't zone my shit.
Facts.
Okay. All right. Yo, my next co-host though, this nigga right here. Okay. This nigga has so much drip, okay, that you need an umbrella when you stand next to my nigga, okay?
All right.
This nigga love him his plants, okay? He loves him his plants.
Moisture levels on 10,000% right now.
Sound about right.
I got you, bro. This nigga names his plants. This is what he does, okay?
For sure.
All right.
My nigga
he spews on anything in front of him, okay? If you're unsure. All right, and I'm only talking about the one. The only spew God himself, master of the drip. My nigga Mash, what up?
Yo, peace. What's good, everybody? This your boy Mash, aka Sir Drip, aka the Spew God. Drip. Please say the motherfucking drip. Yeah, how we doing? I love y'all. I tell you how much I love y'all today.
Love you too.
Do now, nigga. Shit.
I love y'all, man. I love y'all.
Can I just say, Spew God is spewing positive energy everywhere, right?
Yes. Yeah, he is.
Love it.
Yes, all that shit. Exactly. All right, so I guess I got everybody. All right, so I'm definitely gonna
what?
We gotta say we got our moderator.
You saw I called the room guy. You saw I called the room guy, right? You saw I called the room guy, all right? Oh shit, I could not forget. Okay, I had to say the best for last, of course. Okay, she is the frostiest beverage in the motherfucking fridge, okay?
Okay, that's the best one. That's always the best one. That's always the best one.
Cold drinks is the best.
Single-handedly brought the South Pole to New York, okay? All right? All right? She is not your sugar mama, but she will be your sugar baby. Okay? Oh, baby. All right? I'm only talking about the one, the only, the Gemini. TJ, what up?
What up, tribe? Saving the best for last. Almost forgot me, but it's okay. I came very zen today. I felt like I did, but
I don't know. Shit got cold.
I think when I'm not the ice queen, you forget me. So I gotta tap into being like the ice queen instead of being zen and tapping gongs and shit, you know. But it's okay.
Fair. And of course,
you sophisticatedly Ratchet. You could switch it up. That's what make you so special, Ice Queen.
Code switching is my middle name.
Hey.
Yeah, and of course, I'm your host, always meditating, never hesitating, Flash the philosopher. What up, tribe?
Get it?
You already know. Now,
good intro,
yeah, look, I come in with the
love the intro.
All right, so of course we're doing our episode on what we doing current events today. Okay, this is current events for November. All right. We always love doing these episodes. We try to update y'all with everything that's going on and just kicking shit about it, okay? But before we bring you the episode, before we bring you all this good news and shit, okay? Of course, we need our word of the day from Fuckboy Entertainment. All right, Shake, you got a word of the day for us?
Yes, I have a word of the day. Give me a moment. The word of today, ladies and gentlemen, is cognizant. And for those who don't know what the word means having knowledge or being aware of. I'm going to use it in a sentence. We all should be cognizant of our elected officials for this year's elections. Well, for all elections. All right. So I'm pretty sure I used it well right there. You should actually give me a point, Boogie. Bam.
That's an example.
No, not
That's an example, Shake. Sit down.
I get an automatic point.
Fishing already, like.
That's stupid.
All right. So yeah, that's the word of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Cognizant. All right.
All right, let's get it.
All right, keep that score.
I feel like that's the word we should all be using when you think about it.
Facts. Regularly.
Yeah. Well, like I said, though, we got our current events episode today, and let me see. So first up, let's see who's going to be first. Yo, Mash, you got some news for us on Colin Powell and a few things, right?
Yeah, I got. I wanted to update y'all on Colin Powell. He passed away last week. Colin Powell passed away at the age of 84, and Colin Powell, R.I.P. to Colin Powell. I wanted to talk about Colin Powell because he's significant to the culture, and I feel like him passing was really sad for me. I mean, he was an icon when you think about, when I think about Black military figures or, military leaders, I think about, Colin Powell. And so he was suffering for several years multiple myeloma, and that's like a blood cancer, and that's from the bones. And he died from COVID complications. But there are a lot of things about Colin Powell that's pretty cool is that Colin Powell was one of his history, like before Barack Obama, he was like the lead Black dude. Like before Obama, he was like the lead Black icon. Yeah. He was like the guy, right? And basically, I'm gonna run down his rap sheet. He was a 4-star Army general. He was the first Black man to serve as a national security advisor, chairman for Joint Chief of Staff, and the State Department of Chiefs. He completed the national security trifecta, which is a top advisor, general, and diplomat. His history, his legacy was tarnished because of his involvement in the Iraqi war. So he advocated for the Iraqi war, which led to like a major downfall in our military background because
weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah. He basically he screwed the pooch on that one. But all in all, he was pretty up there hard as far as the ranking goes. So what I learned through my research of Colin Powell was there's a pole of succession when things happen in the presidency, when things go wrong. So when he was nominated as Secretary of State, he was the president, then there's a vice president, then there's a speaker of the House, then it's the pre-pro Senate, and then the Secretary of State. So if all of them would have died, Colin Powell could have been president. He'd have been president. If before Obama came through, that was as high as we was up. You know what I mean? So I feel like Colin Powell is worth recognizing in terms of his significance. He was also a big advocate for what was he my advocate for? Military rights, for minority rights. Sorry, not military rights, minority rights. And I want to acknowledge Colin Powell. So I wanted to bring it.
Can I also add to that?
Yeah, I want.
Go ahead, Mo. What are you thinking to say?
I wanted to add that he was also born in Harlem, but he was raised in the Bronx. He's also
VX.
Oh, gang. There we go.
Yes, VX. He's also descendant of Jamaican parents.
First generation.
Yes, so he's bop. I'm just saying.
He was first generation.
Of Jamaican parents or Jamaican immigrant parents, and he was also the first and only African American to serve in the Joint Chiefs of Staff. So I just wanted to big up Colin Powell. He's part of my heritage. He was Jamaican. He was also representing New York, Harlem, and raised in South Bronx. So I just wanted to say that.
That's
dope. Now we got to big up the Bronx.
Colin Powell's legacy will live on forever in the achievements of Black folks in this country.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You said it better.
Absolutely.
Right? I was, not to kind of put it on the spot, but I was very curious. You know how it is when people of color can get, I guess, be made as a scapegoat. So I was always curious on the specifics of his involvement in the war in Afghanistan. How much of it was his kind of responsibility specifically? I guess
I mean, at the end of the day, we will never really know because at the end of the day, they have those little table talks, and he probably was just the one to take the blame on this one. To be honest,
that's how I like to look at this because it's brother, that's smart. You know what I mean?
But they said he went. They said he went off of bad intel with the whole weapons of mass destruction. However, the whole cabinet could have been involved in it, and it's just like, well, you're the one who's gonna have to take the blame on this one right here. Yeah. And he had to take the blame, and then, I mean, that happens in offices. Sometimes you gotta be the one to eat the bullet.
Yeah, that's wild.
Right. Word.
All right, so RIP to Colin Powell.
To next shit.
100.
We're gonna go with me next, right, Flash?
Well, I don't know if Mash had something else. I think Mash, you had something else too, right?
I mean, I just wanted to be cognizant of Colin Powell's influence on the Black culture, and I'm glad we got a chance to recognize it.
I did.
I'm not even
you a sneaky bitch, bro. Because I didn't hand that to you just to do that.
Yeah, he was just trying. He was reaching. Like you could have said,
I mean, did it land though? Did it land?
Y'all can't just alley-oop a nigga like that. I expect not to dump it. That's helpful.
I thought she was gonna say something real inspirational, nigga. All right, fuck out of here. Then. I mean, your shade.
Y'all all got to be more cognizant about this.
I just wanted to real quick. I just wanted to
see my point. Let me see my points on the bottom though.
It's there, Mash. It's there.
Hold on. Real quick, I wanted to just talk about the founder of Spanx, ladies and gentlemen. What's this lady's name again? Founder of Spanx.
Female boss.
Yeah, because I thought it was such a great freaking story.
Sarah
Blakely, right? So Sarah Blakely, in honor of, like, she hit like some sort of milestone with Spanx. You know how all y'all women love Spanx, yo. Love that shit. You know what I mean? She hit a milestone and she made like a whole lot of fucking money. And instead of being a selfish bitch, okay, she decided, I'm going to give money back to the people that helped me make me this $1 billion or whatever the hell she made. I think she's a billionaire now, of course.
Tell me how much she made, bro.
I don't know.
Yeah, how much she's worth?
That up. Her name is Sarah Blakely.
You reporting the news. Nigga. You want me to look shit up.
Nigga, she's worth a lot. That's not what I'm talking. I want to talk about.
She is named Times Magazine's
1.2 billion.
1.23 billion.
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. 1.23 billion. Sorry.
Correct.
And instead of being selfish, she decided to give back to her people. So she awarded all her employees 500 plus. She gave them a free first class ticket, 2 free first class tickets to anywhere in the world, and gave them $10,000 of spending money. And I think that is
a hell of a package for an employee.
Absolutely. And I think on her side that was so generous of her. And I feel like more billionaires should be like that.
I don't know what company that is. I'd love to work for just off of that. I imagine
Spanx, my nigga, Spanx.
I mean, that's what I mean. Like in terms of like I imagine that'd be a company to work for just off of that publicity.
Did you just tell him he look amazing in Spanx?
That's what I heard, but I didn't want to say it.
You said that. I didn't want to.
So by the way, men actually do wear Spanx. It's okay.
I didn't want there to be enough time in between somebody corrected and pulling that out. He did say that to you, right, Boogie?
You look amazing. You look amazing in some Spanx. But listen,
no, thank you.
So, like I was saying, people billionaire. I would love to see stuff like this from like billionaires like Jeff Bezos and you know what I'm saying, Bill Gates and shit like that. Give him back. And I don't know
that's not realistic at all. But I appreciate your heart.
It actually is realistic.
Why not? It is realistic because Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world. Why can't
to expect everyone else to kind of follow in that kind of tone is not realistic at all. The rich stay rich by keeping their money.
There was something that I just saw on I think it was on Instagram, and don't quote me, but say he has $160 billion. If he gave $1 billion to, because I think there's like how many billion people on Earth? I forgot, but someone did the math, and they were like, if he gave $1 billion to whoever, like I don't know how many people, everybody in the world. Sorry, let me get
7.7 billion.
That's how much. 7.7 billion people in the world, right?
The world population. Yep.
Got it. So subtract that from 163, because I think he's worth like 163 billion. So somebody said on Instagram, if he gave 1 billion to every person in the world, he would still have how much? What's this calculation? 163 minus 7.
not 100 billion. He would have to give. He wouldn't be able to give $1 billion. He'd be able to give $1 billion. He'd be able to give $1 to everybody in the world, like because it's 100 something billion.
He has $163 billion though.
And there's 7 billion.
I feel like TJ.
So he can't give $1 billion to everybody.
These niggas gonna break you down. You gotta pull up that Instagram video to show these.
Can't give $1 billion to everybody.
Let me bring it.
Can't give $1 billion. He can give $1,000 to everybody in the world.
No. If he has 163 billion and he takes away 7 billion, he has 163
I can help you with the math. That's like
it's $156 billion.
Yo,
but that's $1 billion per. That's $1.
So let's. No, it's not.
So he is worth $195.9
you're doing the math on this man.
$195 billion. If he gives one person,
yes,
$1 billion.
Right. So you subtract 7.7 billion from the 195. That's what she's saying.
Thank
you. The point that TJ is trying to get at is
$188 billion.
He still have some money left, right? He
still has $188 billion.
Everybody, we're talking about just one billionaire. One. If we're talking about like the elite, and you were to kind of combine it, even if you take a few of them and combine it, they could, in essence, cure world hunger. They can do a lot with that money.
But that's not
only like 7 of them.
Not number one.
Like 7 of them.
But hold on.
There's more than that.
Yo, one thing y'all gotta remember though is like people like Jeff Bezos and shit, they be donating. Like, come on, bro, I'm recording. Yo, they be donating like money for like all of this shit, like food drives and all this other shit. So I know y'all saying like let the nigga give away his money and shit, but for what? Shake argues with me about this because he feels like Jeff Bezos should give away like half of his fucking earnings.
He don't even have to.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
No, that's what you said initially, nigga. I had a problem with that because
if he gave $1 billion to all of the people that work in his company,
right?
He could significantly make their lives better on some real shit. Just the
he
people
wasn't even giving hazard pay to people that were working,
which is crazy. Now he's a billionaire.
I agree.
Now, I get that. Now, are there things that he can do within his company to make the company better? Absolutely. But me and Shake was talking about giving his money out to just a bunch of other people that had nothing to do with fucking Amazon.
I'm talking about the people that work for him. That's what I was talking about.
And let's be clear.
That's not what you told me the first time.
He is right now. This is according to they're saying that he is the number 1 richest person in the world. So he's the richest person in the world. And,
absolutely.
And there's 2,755 billionaires in the world.
He's trying to stay number 1.
I have a question I'd like to just ask everybody. Like in terms of
just if he gave everybody $1 billion.
Like the obvious question that we're asking is like this person worked, quote unquote, worked for their money at the end of the day. So like this person earned their money for lack of like legally speaking.
Right.
So
and y'all counting his pockets.
Yo, I did some research because I like to throw this into these conversations. According to UN officials,
go ahead.
30 billion per year is needed to end world hunger. There are 795 million unnourished people in the world today. That means 1 in 9 people do not get enough food to live an active and healthy life. Jeff Bezos could even end world hunger twice a year.
Mm-hmm.
Fellas, like everybody, like I think we need to take a step back. Like, let's say Jeff Bezos, like we know that the billionaires could come up with a way to do this if they wanted to.
Absolutely.
I'm thinking about why they would do that. Think about it. They would have to have some sort of incentive to kind of reach out
to heal the world.
It's a nice thing to do.
I feel you, Mash. Like I'm talking about reality though. Like in terms of working
this is
hard
reality,
to get where
bro.
they at. Please hear me.
Go ahead,
Like in terms of any kind of rational human being that's working hard to get where they at, regardless of background, culture, they gonna work hard to get where they at. They at the top of the top. And like Flash said, they already donating in their own way. Right. So I'm just talking about like what human being is gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna I mean like he's not gonna feel like he's gonna take half of his wealth and give it out to the world. Like that's not the rational person of everybody that's working hard to get to the top.
I hear you, but everybody don't have the same resources. So what I'm saying is that if you can always do more. We can always do more.
We can say that about everybody.
Hear me. Mm-hmm. On an individual level, we can all do more. And I'm saying with the resources available to us, he could do more. Like, I'm just saying, he has enough money that he could drop it into a well and change millions of lives. Because he could,
like, but who are we to say that he can do more? Who's to say he's not doing enough?
Instead of doing shit like that,
it's not about him doing enough. All I'm saying is that we're capable of doing more. And since we are capable of doing more, he has the resources to be able to do more. Absolutely. I just told you this nigga could end world hunger twice a year. That's crazy.
But there's so like he's not the only one that could. That's what I'm saying. Like, let's talk about Elon Musk in particular.
But he's just an example.
I'm not saying this is responsibility. I'm just saying it's potential. That's what I'm saying.
And instead of spending his money to fly to space for 3 fucking minutes, maybe he should donate. Maybe he should get at the people.
I mean, think okay. I'm like, I don't want to play devil's advocate for the rich, never. But I think about the stupid shit that the rich people do, and it's like, okay, why they do? Like, it's 2021. Why are they doing this shit? And I'm thinking about the legacy that maybe he's trying to leave, and it's like, maybe he don't give a fuck about. Like, well, maybe, let me not say that, but like, him going to space is
by
something
him
that's more
by
important.
Him going to space shows that he don't give a fuck about shit like that because he could be doing more.
But think about how many other people are in that kind of boat. Like, they're not in the other. Not wording that right.
To him, he does give a shit. He's saying when he did that, not only him but Elon Musk too. Didn't he go too as well? Did they both go to space?
I don't know if Elon Musk went. I know
Jeff Bezos definitely said that he cares about our environment and stuff like that, and that's why he did it. That's what I heard. That's what I remember.
That's why he flew into outer space because it's going to help the environment. Okay.
I mean, but he does have an Earth fund.
Like, helping it.
No, but he does have
investing in leaving in case.
What would be the incentive for someone to just do that? Like, if someone's going to like give out half their wealth, if they're a billionaire, for example, they'd have to have some sort of incentive. Like, I'm thinking about myself. I'm at the top of the top, and I'm making that much bread, and I give away half my wealth to kind of feed world hunger. I need to be immune to a lot of shit in terms of crimes, because I'm responsible for making sure the world is good.
You want to be able to kill somebody?
I'm saying that. I'm saying that. Hear me. I know. Logic, not really. Like, listen, if I'm the richest motherfucker in the world, and I give half my wealth to take care of the world, the world is obligated to me. In some form or fashion, I feel like I'm owed something.
So we owe you, nigga.
Yo, what human being is not going to think that? There's not a human being alive that's not going to think that. Like, I am literally making sure the world is protected.
I'm that human being, Boogie. I'm that human being.
If I'm taking half my wealth and making sure the entire planet Earth is protected, that's like, I don't know. I feel like I'd be more better than the president. Like, I feel like, God need to give me the respect. I feel like there's so much respect that I feel God.
But they already give him respect, though. They already give him respect.
No, I need it in another way. Like, I don't know. Like,
what kind of way? You want to be president?
Yeah, Boogie.
I'm just thinking about No, I'm not at the top, so I know I'm just talking shit. But someone at that level giving away that kind of wealth, it's like he has to have something coming back in return,
like an incentive. You're saying that
there has to be some sort of power coming back if he's giving away that currency.
That nigga want to control the police.
Always be in history.
Like, think about it. Like, Flash, what person at the top would not give away his money and not try to get something like that?
Yo, Boogie, let me give you a hypothetical. Let me give you a hypothetical, please. Okay. Hypothetical. You fucking Jeff Bezos. You got all the bread in the world. You 60 years old. You 60 years old, and you got all this money in the world. You can end world hunger. You decide to do it. What type of praise do you feel you are warranted because of what you did?
I know. Okay, first off, like, just to be very clear, like, ending world hunger is a process. There's so much steps involved, and it's going to take so much time.
No, stop.
It wouldn't take 2 years.
This is my hypothetical.
Okay, hypothetical. It takes
my hypothetical. I just told you it takes $30 billion per year to end world hunger. You got 130. You got 130. You could end world hunger.
Wait. He has 130 billion?
Yes, $130 billion. You can end world hunger twice in 1 year with less than half of what you got, bro.
I have to take a look at my expenses as well. Like, there's so much shit to look into. Like, okay, $130 billion extra money, like just extra profit money I could just throw away. Okay,
yes, that's
my thing is.
I mean, that's
why am I doing that?
You just did it. You did it.
It's all
right.
I already did it. Okay, in this situation where I already fed the world, Africa, Australia,
everywhere. Nobody cares about food no more.
India
ended world hunger.
The world.
What type of praise do you deserve?
Not even what I'm just thinking about me doing that. It's like
you need to put my name
at that at that level. I'm thinking about
like I was gonna say, it's your legacy.
Yeah, like at that level, I'm thinking like, y'all got to make a holiday for me right now. Like, it has to be so like
to be.
A world holiday.
And that's reasonable to make. That's
it.
reasonable to make a holiday. I agree.
I'm thinking about if I do something like that, I'm thinking about myself like, yo, I'm no longer a human being. I'm on a godly kind of like I'm responsible.
You want the level of saying God, bro?
Like I feel like I'd be on some godly shit. I wouldn't be walking around like if I was literally responsible for feeding planet Earth, I wouldn't be walking around.
Somebody that has $195 billion is already walking around like they.
But think about the hard work it takes to get to that position. It's not like I just snap. Okay,
yo, bro,
he had to fuck a lot of people over. Real talk.
I'm thinking about the hard work it takes to get to that top.
You a cold-blooded motherfucker.
I'm not cold, but I'm thinking logically, my nigga. If all of us at that position.
Have your president bow to me. I am your God now.
I fundamentally, with all that money comes power. There's no way that we're not gonna have that mindset coming up, like getting to that level. There's no way that we're gonna just give away and just be like, hey, everybody, I'm glad y'all fed. That's cool.
Could you imagine Boogie walking up to niggas? Have you ate today? Good, because I fed you.
I am your God.
Bow.
I am your God.
Bow down.
I know I'm not explaining it right, but it's like if I was to give away that much money, I have to have some sort of.
I dig it, Boogie. I dig it, Boogie. I remember.
I know I sound shallow and fucked up, but it's like.
That's the
remember 300. You might
God
be that
complex, motherfucker.
It's crazy. I would help out the world. It's not like I would be against it or something like that. But it's like I know I wouldn't just throw away my money just like that.
In that reality,
it's ending world hunger.
In that reality,
I'm just if I was a businessman at that level, TJ, on some real shit, am I really thinking about
Xerxes, the God king?
No, don't label me like that, you motherfuckers. No, I'm not trying to
change his name to Zeus.
You know what's wild though? Yo, if I could ever solve world hunger, I would not want people to know about me. Like I don't want nobody to know like who donated.
Exactly.
How could you not serve world hunger and nobody knows it was coming for you? That's not possible, my nigga. Unless you could just snap your fingers and food disappear. Like all
no,
like
he's
that
saying
process.
he wouldn't want them to know that it was him. He would just provide the money
anonymously.
He doesn't want.
Someone's gonna take that credit, my nigga. How you not gonna take it? Like
he doesn't want.
You know what? Maybe that's you, Flash.
No,
Maybe
that's. You can do things anonymously. You can donate anonymously.
What if? Let me ask you a question. What if you did it and another billionaire running around like, yeah, I did it.
Fuck that. That's war. I did that shit. Nah, I ain't gonna take.
I got enough money that nigga disappeared. Like clearly. I'm gonna send a nigga to his house. You said you did what? And you report that.
I guess I'm fucked up. I don't know. I just feel like, damn. I just
that was kind of fucked up.
I would give it away, but there's no way I could just give it away and not expect something in return. That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean,
that's just me.
You just want everybody to be cognizant of your donation. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
That too.
Damn it!
I know.
Gotta use the word.
All right.
Yeah, that's an effort. I have to be like, yo, everybody has to like, I have to be confident about it. Good shit, Mash.
And I don't want to beat a dead horse, but in reference to Sarah Blakely, the Spanx CEO, I really honor Pinky. She's the CEO of Slutty Vegan. She runs shit in Atlanta.
Pinky the porn star?
No, there's a girl by the name of Pinky.
Apologies, I was thinking the same thing you did, Shake.
That was my bitch, Slutty Vegan. I can see that.
Yeah. So
you don't gotta
leave me alone, Shake. I thought the same thing when you said Slutty Vegan and Pinky. No lie.
But I only want to mention her because
Pinky.
Right.
Correct, yeah.
I don't know. She eat a lot of meat in the video.
Nah, she stopped though. She stopped. Remember, she.
Oh my god, I can't with y'all. This is what
happens
when y'all doing a podcast with 4 men. 4 men.
I mean, technically, you brought it up. You brought up Slutty Vegan and Pinky, so that you set us up.
That's the name of her company.
No, but there's an actual porn star named Pinky who.
I know.
And then you said Slutty Vegan too. Slutty.
You automatically go to Pinky the porn star because I said Slutty Vegan and Pinky.
Automatic.
I mean, that is kind of 2 plus 2.
Welcome to Sophisticated Ratchet. What we do here.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know a lot of Pinkies.
But you know what?
Clearly.
There's beauty in this because there's 2 women
only
here.
Pinky we acknowledge.
I just realized there's the only other Pinky I know is the cartoon one with the brain. That's it. Other than that.
Right. Pinky and the brain.
So let me put you into this Pinky because let me just mention it real quick and get off of it.
Okay. Go ahead, baby.
She is a CEO of a restaurant called Slutty Vegan. They're taking over. She also owns Bar Vegan. We went there when we were in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Long story short, she invests in her employees. You know, Sarah Blakely, I know that Bezos can do a better job because they talk horrible about, like how he handles his employees, but it's really amazing when you take care of your employees because it just empowers them. And she even mentioned that. She's like, a lot of my employees I got from Instagram because they were like hyped for the culture of it. And she invests in her employees by giving them like a share of her company. Like they own a piece of her company. Everybody that works for her, as long as they stay with her, they'll get a piece of it. So if she were to go on the stock market on the trade and start trading or become an IPO, they would all have shares in her business, which is dope. And she's doing major deals with like
God damn, that's
Impossible
a lot.
Meats. I mean, it's called Incognito and Shake Shack. So she's really blowing up. So in the minute she goes to have her IPO, all of her employees win. So
and if it blows up, they all blow up. That's some real shit for a CEO to do. Like,
doesn't she also help out the incarcerated too? She because they're not able to find jobs, so she allows them to work with her company as well.
Nice, study vegan.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I read that. Yeah, because it was
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was. A matter of fact, it was a boy. I want to say he was either 18 or 19. And he was arrested before, and he actually passed though. But he had a young child. The child was maybe like 1 year old, and he was working there, and he was on the news talking about like how much he enjoyed working there and everything like that. If you look it up,
I have to imagine she's hiring people with like nonviolent crimes, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
But that's still definitely a good thing. And also to TJ, you actually just made me remember exactly what Sarah Blakely was celebrating. She just sold the majority share of her company. That's what the celebration was about. She made a lot of fucking money. That's what happened.
Okay.
It's
an amazing thing to share the wealth. Like what does anyone need with $195 billion? The world is already an oyster, but it's really nice to share the wealth.
But it's very good that I was gonna say that between like Sarah and Pinky are very cognizant of giving back to their employees.
Rushing to get a point off,
I'm not. I'm very
I was gonna cut her off. I was gonna swerve her whole shit.
They're very cognizant of what they're doing for their employees because that will make an employee not like just go hard for you and really work with you. Yes. And not only that, go out in the communities and find other people that will come back and work for because they have this outstanding relationship with you that they want to go out and also have people come and work for the company as well.
And you know what else? Right. And you know what else? Also dealing with all these millennials and these Generation Z employees who will try to switch companies all the time. Shit like that will make people stay. You know what I mean?
Also, real shit. Like this just made me realize how hypocritical I was. Like. We spent a lot of energy talking about Jeff Bezos and that large amount of money and clearing curing world hunger and all that kind of nonsense. This is someone who doesn't have, has a fraction of that worth and still find a way to empower a lot of people. So that did actually make me think about it. Like, okay,
you can always do more. You go,
and I keep forgetting. Like, I'm, it's about making people better. It's not about just like doing shit and expecting shit in return. I keep forgetting that as you keep working hard. You got to do shit because you want to make people around you better, and that shit definitely makes people around you better. What Sarah Blakely's doing, like, I'm like,
it gives you the
setting
drive
them up to be fucking rich. When you think about that, giving them shares in the company and all that kind of jazz, like that's a good setup.
Hell yeah.
I think it's dope when CEOs and they do dope shit. I definitely want to keep moving on. Now, speaking of CEOs and wealth and all of this other shit, I don't know if y'all know, but Facebook recently rebranded their company or their parent name. Okay, so now Facebook is no longer known as Facebook. Facebook is now known as Meta. Okay. All right. And so they want the purpose of Meta to be to connect people, find different avenues for businesses, and grow communities in ways that they've never seen before. All right. And with this new rebranding, Facebook is trying to win leverage in like the virtual reality market as well. So what's going to happen is they're going to end up like digitizing a portion of how we experience virtual games or whatnot. So, or not even games, but they're going to just kind of give us like these 4D whatever worlds or whatnot where we'll be able to connect with each other. Okay.
Hey, Flash.
What's up?
I'm sorry. Before we could even do this, we talked about remember we talked about, I think it was last month, current events, where Facebook went down for a little bit, a couple of days. And there was something about like a whistleblower at the time as well, in terms of just how it kind of markets children and all that, or manipulates children in terms of being online. Something to that degree. We had a conversation about that. But anyway, I'm bringing up to say now that like I thought Meta was just rebranding, but if they're making a video game world for possible children to kind of be in,
for everybody.
But of course, when I say everybody, of course we're going to include children. How could you not?
And then I don't know if you know, but cryptocurrency is going to be a big part of this too, because he's going to be selling NFTs, and you can actually have the NFT in your virtual house. Shit is crazy.
Yeah, I think that shit's going to be big, because like with this technology too, like they're talking about you're floating through virtual worlds and you're connecting with people in different ways, and like you're doing a lot of 3D, 4D shit.
No one's concerned about that.
You can even do meetings and shit.
You can virtual ticket to like, I don't know, somewhere, you know.
Well, I think it's a lot of shit you could do with this, because you can have like virtual concerts and shit. You know, you could connect with people on a different level. And now like it's gonna be tricky, because like it's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna want to like adopt this technology and shit and use it. And I don't think it's a bad thing, but I think it's something that should be used with caution when we're thinking about virtual reality.
So unchecked. Like what other platform could even do something to this magnitude? And again, I'm just thinking about what Facebook has been known for before that. I feel like this is going to create a playground for a lot of shenanigans just overall. Like
they're going to have your data. Definitely going to be using your data to do like new shit.
Am I wrong? I keep thinking about pedophilia when I see this shit. Like I feel like just people trying to lure kids there, and it's in terms of these virtual worlds and all that. And it's like,
nah, you know what I think?
You know what? I think
I don't think that this is marketed towards us. I feel like
stuff like that.
I feel like this is not. I feel like children are going to be the ones that are going to be targeted. It's not us. Not us.
I feel like touching virtual penises is the same thing as touching regular penises.
Wait, hold on. Moderator Burst call. Hold up. I got a burner question for y'all, because y'all motherfuckers, y'all gonna let me finish my segment. Shit.
That's right.
So get your motherfucking burner cards ready.
You ain't gonna talk to me like that though. I ain't getting my motherfucking burner.
All right, because moderator here, my special and shit.
No, you're just the host, my nigga. You're just the host.
Yeah, like don't be over here.
Whatever. Anyway,
you're trying to take the power Boogie wanted for like recognition.
So if y'all don't know, what burner questions are, okay, it's a game that we play here on Sophisticatedly Ratchet.
Oh yeah, I got a piece so bad. I'm so sorry.
Have one of
that's just so TMI. Go piss, boy.
We have a few ways of answering questions.
Turn your camera off.
Answering questions, okay? Motherfucker, I am introducing the burner question.
He's introducing the burner question.
I know, bro.
All right, so you can either answer yes, no, or sophisticatedly ratchet. All right. So the question I have for the tribe today, okay? All right. In this whole meta shit, okay?
I'm dying. Yo, Shake, showing your phone don't count as a card, buddy. I'm sorry, go ahead, Flash.
Nah, okay, so burner question. Is you fucking in the metaverse or not?
Oh my gosh.
You should be ashamed of asking that question, sir.
It is a burner question, sir. It is a burner question.
This is tricky.
It ain't tricky for me.
I know my
out
here.
Whoa, okay,
so the meta universe that he was describing.
Okay,
so ain't no safer sex than virtual sex.
Anybody.
Carmelo Anthony.
Wait, so I got
yes, put Carmelo Anthony.
I got Boogie with a 9-note.
Mo don't know what she want.
I got 2 yeses from myself and Shake. I got 2 sophisticatedly ratchets from Mash and TJ. And Mo, hold your joint up to the screen. I can't see.
That's the third one. That's the third one.
What does that say?
Sophisticatedly ratchet.
Okay, so we got another sophisticatedly ratchet. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with you, Boogie. Why you say no to not fucking in the metaverse?
I'm just a weird guy here that's just thinking that this is dangerous and we need to finally put some regulations on it. But that's just my opinion. I'm the only guy here that's explaining it, so I'm done. I'm complete. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't
bunch of perverts that just want to have sex online in virtual fucking avatars, like
showing their dicks. That's
it. Perverted, all of y'all. Disgusting.
So you think that the metaverse world is perverted because it's in like a more virtual world?
No, I know that all y'all motherfuckers that's gonna jump into that shit gonna make the world perverted. All y'all sick motherfuckers already think about fucking already. It's like 2 days old and y'all already got your dicks out the fucking metaverse. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Your Shake, me and you said yes, but why do you say yes about fucking in the metaverse?
Well, I say yes to fucking in the metaverse because there's no safer sex than virtual sex.
There you go.
Right?
See?
I mean, I take care of myself. I ain't gonna hold you. I take care of myself on a regular, and you know, I watch a little porn and shit. I mean, I would definitely be open to trying something new like virtual sex, and I may even have virtual sex with another chick. With a chick on there, and you know, if let's say I don't know if it's would be considered infidelity because it's still kind of like, you know, me taking care of myself, right?
You bugging about it.
So Shake, if you had a woman and you was fucking in the metaverse,
I'm cheating on my girl all the time in the metaverse all the time, bro. Fucking all
Yo, y'all remember that episode on Black Mirror where they was playing in the video game, but it was the other sex? I would just realize, like, Shake, what if you was in the metaverse and it looked like an avatar of a woman, but that's really a dude that?
I remember that though, bro.
That's shenanigans right there.
It was a
dude.
Let me ask you.
All right, so I got questions. No, pick me.
I'm glad I said that.
But look, I ain't gonna lie. I know I'm a nasty nigga. I know how I get down and shit. And I'm cool with fucking in the metaverse. I just be honest with you. I feel like this is technology and it has to be used responsibly. But I'm not opposed to using that in ways of like gaining self-pleasure and shit. So like if me and I'm not saying I'm going to be having like random meta sex. Like I gotta have boundaries and shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to know who I'm meta sexing with and shit. So I don't
it's crazy. Like metaverse, virtual reality. That's what this is. It's like this ain't boring.
Right.
Because I think like even Married with Children back in the day, they used to talk about that shit. I think like it could be addicting. Like if you like using virtual reality for sex, it's like an advanced version of porn if you think about it. Make you not really want to fuck with the real world.
Yeah, they already have that, right?
What you mean?
I mean, if it's as interactive as Meta's promising.
Oh yeah.
They have it already.
I mean, I just know, like, I remember I was telling Mash about this shit too, but they had a scene from Demolition Man. I don't know if you remember the movie or whatnot, but this is way in the future, and this is kind of how they had sex. They would put the helmet on, and you would have you and your partner with the helmet on, and then that's how they experienced sex in the future. And it was, I guess the key takeaways were that it was safer, you know, ain't no STDs, you get to still experience like love making with your partner and all of this other shit. So like I said, I mean I'm for boundaries with tech.
With Stallone and Snipes
was not with that shit. Sylvester Stallone was like, "Fuck this shit. You gonna get this dick,
right?"
I remember.
Now, don't get it twisted though. Don't get it twisted. Meta sex is not good. Regular sex.
He addicted to some chick who was like everybody.
Wait, like wouldn't like virtual reality sex involve you coming in like real life, but it's like virtual reality? No.
I mean, just keep
but they had like outfits they was in, like a special type of outfit you would wear while they was having the shit on. So if they did, you know, let's mess.
Right.
But in terms of the meta, like if you went to the future and you realized that no one was having sex physically no more, and everyone was having sex through the meta, like. Would you be willing to accept that? Like, if you knew, like, this is what we got to do now, we got to be fucking in the meta now. That's what we all do.
Nah, son, I can't.
Nah, there's a problem.
That would never be that
fundamental.
There would be no more procreation, right?
Everybody would need to be more cognizant about what the fuck is going on. They need to get out and start fucking for real.
I only say that because I feel like everything we create, we try to fuck. I mean, if there's a platform, we try to fuck on it. Because I feel like if there's a way to, we go connect. But the meta,
we all love sex. I feel like that's just what it is.
Facts.
But okay, so I got questions. I put sophisticatedly Ratchet because I feel like that's a slippery slope. Like if you're gonna be fucking in the meta, I feel like if you
just join the no side, dog. Just join
my mind has constructed like a VR reality of like Sims. Like there's a Sims world in the meta. If I think of what the meta, that's what the meta is. It's the Sims, right? And if I got a girl in the real life, I feel like my girl would be very upset if I had a girl in the motherfucking meta. Like
if I'm not gonna ask like, yo, how she look? She look better than me? Like some shit like that. Like you don't need that shit.
And I feel like in terms of like conversations, I don't want to have that type of conversation. I don't want to explain to my meta girl why my real girl mad and I can't be on the system with her no more.
You gotta side.
It should be the opposite, my nigga. You shouldn't be explaining to your real girl while a meta girl.
You know what I mean? I don't have to manage these relationships. You know,
that's still cheating.
Your priority's fucked up. He's like, I gotta explain to the meta girl while my actual girl tripping. Like that's what he said.
Yeah, Shake. When I think about this though, this can actually give you what you want in terms of like your ratchet,
you can get
and your sophisticated. regular chick. Yeah, you can have like a meta chick and a non-meta chick.
You have the best of both worlds.
I need two
the best of
physical
both
chicks, bro.
worlds.
And then I would have
go
my
in front
meta
if
girl.
the metaverse would be for your fantasy, so it had to be some wild shit. It wouldn't be for some tame shit. You know what I mean?
Somebody gonna find a way to form a relationship out of that.
Wait, did anybody see the movie Ready Player One? Anybody see Ready Player One?
No.
Oh man,
I remember. I see it.
Ready Player One is a movie about a metaverse, right? And it's basically in this metaverse, you could be whoever you wanted to be. And a lot of the people made characters out of like pop culture references. Like if you wanted to be Voltron, you could be the Voltron suit in this place. If you wanted to be a Powerpuff Girl, you could be a Powerpuff Girl in this place. And anything you wanted to be, a physical representation of it, you could be in the meta. And it was a competition for everyone to be able to get better in the meta because the real world was like poverty, right? The real world was so shitty that everyone's lives was so much better in the meta that they fought to be better in the meta. Yo, this shit is like a premonition to where we should go in the future. This shit is crazy. Watch the movie Ready Player One. It's really entertaining. It's like a sci-fi.
You remember who stars in it off the bat?
Nah, just Google Ready Player One. There's a book, and then they made it into a movie. It's really good.
Okay.
I hate when you tell me that shit when you actually bring it.
Nah, that's fair. That's fair. Your Mo and TJ, y'all said sophisticatedly ratchet about fucking in the meta. What's up with y'all?
For me.
I see the movie now.
Yeah, anyway.
Oh, no.
I guess I need to have more context. Like, who's in the middle? Like, is it children? Because Facebook is for all ages. Well, not all ages. Let me clarify.
All right. Let's say in this scenario, your boyfriend away or some shit. You get deployed to like, wherever, and he say, "Baby, get on the metaverse. I wanna, get it popping." Like, you down for this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if it's my man and he's away, yeah, I'm gonna be down for it.
But you don't want to be fucking no randoms on in the metaverse.
No, what is the randoms doing for me? Like,
Mo gonna have a fantasy. It's gonna be whatever she feels like, whatever 8 foot tall. You know what I mean?
What if Carmelo in the meta? What if Carmelo in the meta?
If Carmelo is in the meta,
she in the meta.
Get ready. We need a separate room. Yeah,
she's in the meta.
In the meta, sorry. If Carmella's in the meta, listen. We getting it popping.
I don't know.
Yo, why do I see like
do it like it should be?
I feel like Mo's metaverse would be like a video game where like she's just fighting and killing other bitches to get to Carmelo, because like, yo, what that bitch is doing over here? Like, I need to go. Like, nope.
Mo,
you like an action RPG video game.
Mo, you're gonna be the first one arrested for molesting the meta. Don't worry about it.
Wow.
I could see it in your eyes.
Fabulous,
and right? Carmelo would drop the charges like, nah, she good. Don't worry about that. Let
exactly.
it go.
Yeah, TJ, what's your thoughts on it?
I don't know. I'm sophisticatedly ratchet. My ratchet brain is thinking of me as a sugar baby. How many men I could mac it to,
This is true.
Although I'm retiring that card. What else? And then the sophisticated part of me is like, that takes a lot out of it. Like, would I have sex? Why would I have to have sex in the meta universe? Like, what's going to happen to physical intimacy? And I even what's the difference between FaceTime and me? You can actually see everything rather than being in the metaverse. And then I think of everything is already tracked on these computers. Mm-hmm. So you can't fuck up and say something, do something. It will live on forever. Like, that's what I'm thinking what it would look like. But Mash made a good point when he said, when he thinks of The Sims, that game, he thinks of the metaverse. And I remember how addicted to that shit I was growing up.
I used to love that shit.
He said, yes, me too. It's like you live on this whole universe that
from day one to finish.
It's everything that you want. Like, I got pregnant, I had a baby, I got married, like, I just remember
like just living life.
And whatever job, and I graduated this, and now I'm the police officer or whatever the job was that I was. Like, I remember.
I don't mean to cut you out. I was just gonna say, like, when I think of The Sims, I just think of like how that was like a way to like
distract from reality.
And make like what the life that you really want type of shit. Like, oh, I want a dog. Oh, I want this big ass house. Oh, I want 3 bitches walking around in my house and shit. And they arguing and married and shit. Like, you could make whatever you want as far as manifestations. Like, I feel like making motherfuckers have a vision of like what they really want and shit. But
I feel like what we're not talking about is like we've been through this before. Like we've talked about like virtual realities and all that, but like we're making it seem like this is gonna be tame. Like we talking about sex, but we know like sex is so nuanced. Like this, the reason why I was so concerned about this because I imagine like I think about a violent type of environment. Not that it's going to be that kind of simulation, but I'm trying to put this in a way that makes like logical sense.
I think no one knows what it's going to look like. But go ahead. You're gonna
like TJ was bringing up sex shows, for example, and it's like I saw some of the models. It's like TJ can make a realistic model of herself. And
what sex shows?
Like like OnlyFans. I think about OnlyFans. How could you not have that in the meta world? Like in terms of like nudity or some way to mod that shit or something like that. That
already exists though.
Why wouldn't you want that for?
There is virtual porn and shit.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about like exclusively in the metaverse. If we're talking about that kind of world building, quote unquote, if that's what it's trying to emulate. Like it's any world, right? I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going off a little bit.
So we don't know what it is, right? So when I think when we actually see what it ends up being, we can have like we're all going off of our experience.
Yeah, because I have no idea what that's going to look like.
Yeah, we don't know what this is going to look like, but I do want to say another thing that scares me is how addicted I was to Sims, and not just myself. When I got deployed to Iraq and Kuwait with my battle buddies, we were addicted to that Sims game. And I think a lot of it had to do with because we were away from our families. We were fighting a war that we didn't know anything about. We had these characters. I remember my house caught on fire and my baby died in the fire.
Wait, in real life?
I literally cried on the Sims game. And I literally cried. I was so depressed. I was asking people, do you know the code, how I could go back to the last day and make sure that I didn't have the stove on.
They got you.
And literally, I was so depressed. And I'm just saying that, some people will live this virtual reality kind of life. Like if it's anything like Sims, like when Mash mentioned to him is like the Sims game. If people do that, everyone's going to be addicted to it. Because you said, Flash, you can create whatever it is that you want. If you want a baby, you can have
but
we
all need
a big car, big
pictures. You're not leaving. You don't have no reason.
If that is it.
The wild thing about the Sims that I fuck with was that you could fast forward time. Like that's one thing about the Sims that was really unique, because when you make these families, you don't got to wait to see how it grow. You know what I mean? In reality, you can't fast forward time, and that's what makes Sims so fucking powerful. That shit is wild.
Sims is low key giving niggas God complexes. Okay,
word. That's exactly what the shit.
Yeah.
It gave everybody a God complex.
But why? Why shouldn't we be like a real Sims character? We can have anything that we want in this earth, in this world.
And
we create
that's the point, though. That's we need to understand like that is the virtual world. It's better what you doing when you work on yourself and shit, and find ways to get the same thing that you see yourself doing in these games or whatnot. Like it's cool in games, but if you come out of that and then you just like in a trap house and shit, I ain't saying that there's nothing wrong with trap houses and shit, but I'm just saying if you're not living the life that you're trying to do virtually, I do think I'm not saying it is a problem, I guess in my opinion, because like I said, I want the best for me, and that was best for like outside of in a TV screen or some other shit. But
like there should be, I feel like there needs to be like, I know it's going to be like there's going to be some rollout with this, going to be some time for adjustment, but what I'm thinking about is just there needs to be regulations with this meta shit. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like the
I wonder what the regulations
shit,
will
the
be.
Digital world out there is like the wild west. Like anybody out there doing whatever the fuck
cryptocurrency. Untracked, unmarked
it's
money.
Just wild out there, and it's like there needs to be kind of regulations now, especially with this meta world thing. Maybe if you combine the two in a form of fashion, it's like there needs to be kind of a higher power, kind of like regulating it, because there's going to be a lot of people fucked.
Will the SEC be able to regulate them?
Boogie,
with the
sound like the ops, bro. You sound
like
the ops.
I'm thinking about the people that's going to get fucked up using this shit. Like addiction is real, and I see problems with this shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Facebook is not a company I recommend. Like Facebook just changed its name. Like company's still the same. So if they still doing those bad tactics they was accused of.
We don't need over-regulation in cryptocurrency. Fuck that shit. In cryptocurrency.
Y'all stupid.
Fuck that.
Yo,
it's the wild west out there. Like real shit. I feel like everyone's trying to make a buck on that NFT. I don't know who to trust. Everyone's trying to make something.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's why it's like it needs a little bit of regulation.
I mean, to be honest with you, people are coming up with like crypto coins and shit like that are fake, and they taking people money and just dipping with it.
And there's like there's nothing,
and there's no regulation,
no fundamental way of who to trust is what I'm trying to get at.
But the reason for it is because we don't want over-regulation. That's the reason for this currency. Regular currency is already regulated. You know what I mean? And shit like the metaverse. I mean, it's just like the internet, my nigga. You have to monitor yourself, and you also have to monitor your kids. You need to make sure your kids are doing the right thing, and then you can't regulate everybody. I mean, to be honest with you, this day and age, has been the easiest. It's been for kids to get porn. Easiest. You know what I'm saying? But somebody has to be there to regulate the shit. Like their parents.
Yeah,
not the government.
The parents should definitely be cognizant of what is going on, or cognitive of what is going on. You know, with their kids and shit. Okay, but yeah, I get a point for that.
Yeah, you do. You do, because I was gonna use that. You do.
But anyway, fuck all this virtual reality shit. I want to actually go on to better reality. TJ, I think you got something about reality TV that you want to talk about.
Oh, that was a good transition.
You see that?
What up, tribe? So you know me, I'm here to report on some reality TV, and we've been talking about Married at First Sight, so I'm gonna just do a quick recap on that. They're approaching like a week and a few days, not even a half, towards the final decision day where they just get to say whether they want to stay married or not. And a lot of these couples are in hot water. Last week, I think I mentioned, or the last current events I mentioned, the Spanish couple that's kind of like really spicy. Oh, I'm that boring, Mo? Oh, I heard it, Mo.
Not at all. You better go ahead and keep that going.
Do it like it should be, baby.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Anyway, sorry, my bad.
Nah, you fine.
Yo, I can't with Flash. All right, you
make yourself a little bit more exciting, TJ. What the fuck, man?
Yo, I'm that
sounds and shit. Yeah, you do your own sound effects like I did.
All the moderator going yawn your shit like that's fucked up.
I didn't yawn. That was not me.
I thought that was Mo.
No, it was me. I meant to turn off. I meant to turn off my camera.
Yeah, turned off her camera, but she turned up her mic.
Yeah,
right. I thought I turned my mute.
It's all good.
Anyway,
that's a hell of a yawn. You had to turn your mic off to do that shit.
Go ahead.
Last current events episode, they had the issue where he locked her out the house. All right, and we talked about that, and you said that was unforgivable. I think Shake said it was unforgivable, but they're back together. Well, in that same story, when she was locked out of the house, she ends up going to her ex-boyfriend's house. So there's issue around that where, yeah, the plot definitely does thicken. So now she's like, I don't know how he's going to handle it. She told him, and he did really well.
Why would she tell him that?
She felt like she needed to be transparent.
She
felt like she needed to be transparent with him. And so she told him that. I didn't think it was a good idea, but it is okay to be transparent, because if it ever were to come up, they would be in hot water. So they're a couple that couple is doing pretty well. I'm just excited to see how the couples decide in the next week or two of the episode. The black chick, remember we say she was crazy? She's really, really crazy.
Oh, she did. She acted out this week. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she acted out this week.
She did, TJ?
So they went to like a retreat, and, they had like a little argument in the beginning of the retreat where he was like, I think I want to stay married or get a divorce, and we work on our relationship, because I feel like us being married is too much of a heavy title for us to carry. And we can really get to know each other if we just went back to dating. And I think she didn't take that well. She never takes anything well. She storms out. She's just like a bull in a china shop.
Wait, hold on.
What did I forget?
Why'd you preface it that way? You think she didn't take it well? You are not You are not doing a good job portraying how she violently jumped up from the seat where they were sitting there together. They were sitting at a table together and they was eating. He was telling her like, "Yo, I don't think this is working out." She's like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, she did. She stormed out. I said, "Bull in a china shop."
No,
bull in a china shop.
Crazy. And as she stormed
she
out,
did. She walked crazy.
Shit. Like she was like a hurricane walking through the house. And everything she walked past,
she said a bull in a china shop.
She grabbed the fucking what's this shit? Wiffle ball. She grabbed the wiffle ball and shit. She knocking plates over.
So like if she passed by the.
It was clear that she was not happy about the conversation, because that's what happened immediately after. TJ left that part out. But go ahead, TJ. Go ahead.
I didn't even get there. I was starting from the beginning, Mash. So in the beginning, they had an argument. They went throughout the day and they were fine together. They were able to play a game. And then when they got into the bed that night, pretty much they wanted to talk about the incident that happened earlier in the day. And that's, you left that part out, man.
My bad.
My bad. Yeah. long story short, they were in the bed getting ready to go to sleep. It's in the middle of the night now. It's like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And they're talking and they're trying to get, over the situation. And it becomes a big argument where she says, I don't feel comfortable riding home with you tomorrow. I'm going to get my sister to take me home. Long story short, he wants to leave right away. She doesn't want him to leave. And it's a big thing in the house. She storms in, she's smashing everything. And now he doesn't want to be with her anymore.
Yo, was he cognizant of her behavior like this, like in past?
No, because they married at first sight.
She definitely gave signs.
And he says every time she did, it's the way she handles conflict. She always is really animated, extra, and like I told you guys the first episode where she slammed the thing on the table. Mash was like, she broke something on the table. She had slammed the Clorox box on the table, is because that was the first argument that they ever had. He fell asleep in the room with the dogs instead of coming back to the bed with her that night. Whatever. And she was upset about that because he went and took the dog to daycare. And when he came back, she had already moved all her shit out of the house. You guys remember that? You sharing that?
Yeah, no, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on.
It's on record last month. It's on last month. You said it.
Yeah, but long story short, Married at First Sight is going to be coming to an end. I already know that black couple is not going to make it. I don't want them to be toxic, so I think they should just go their separate ways. And I look forward to seeing who ends up saying yes and no. Oh, actually, one of the other guys was caught on Tinder. He was talking to her friend, and she was like, "What the fuck? We only have a week left." We only have a week left. Like, why is
TJ is she cognizant of her toxic behavior?
You're late already.
Nigga, I already said that shit. Like
said that already.
40 seconds ago.
We went on to a whole nother couple.
Melon boy,
anyway,
do better, my nigga. Do better.
Can I just finish this reality TV real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick. I want to introduce a new show, y'all. This one is for us, okay? Married at First Sight, they have like one black couple. This is a show that's on OWN. They're in their 5th season right now. It's Ready to Love. I think I mentioned it to you a few months ago in Current Events, but I'm back with it this season. If you're not watching it, it's on OWN. We have a friend of the tribe that's on it. Mash has a friend by the name of Phil that's on this season 5. So when you see Phil, know that he's related to us, okay? He's a part of the tribe.
He's part of the tribe.
Part of the tribe.
So it's a dating show for black people that are like in our age group, like
it's on the Oprah network.
30s. Yes, OWN, OWN. OWN that's owned by Oprah. So it's 20 singles. And they're beautiful chocolate men and beautiful chocolate women. And it's just beautiful to see us dating. So pretty much they go on dates with each other and one person gets eliminated each season. The guys get to eliminate a girl. The girls get to eliminate a guy. And right now we're down to 16 people. We rooted for Phil. We don't know where he at right now. Right now it looks like the girls are upset with Corey, which is like a player. Pretty much at the opening
talking
event,
to every damn body.
Yes, he's literally like connecting with every girl and asking each girl to go on a date with him. And I think his strategy was, if all the girls like me, then nobody's going to vote me out. I think that was the strategy, but it failed because all the girls started talking amongst each other. And they're like, yeah, I got a date with Corey on Friday. She's like, well, I got a date with Corey on Thursday. Well, I got a date with Corey on Wednesday. So he just put himself in hot water. And I'm surprised they didn't vote him off. But
isn't that the object of it? Aren't they supposed to go on dates? Isn't that the object of the show?
They are.
So
they are supposed to go on dates.
He's trying to date everybody at once, though, in 1 week.
Right, and I think it's not. No. They could go out on dates, but I think he's not doing it naturally, like genuinely trying to get to know the person. He's just like on the first day, like of meeting them. Oh, here's my number. Yeah, like just right, like not really genuinely trying to get to know the lady.
Connect.
I think that's how it was at first. Connect with them. Right. He was just trying to get his foot in the door.
What made it worse is that when on his like his monologue shit, he was talking about, I do like copy and paste, wash, rinse, and repeat. I say the same thing to everybody because I know it don't miss. I'm like,
exactly.
Why would you say that out loud?
Yeah,
bro?
he said
facts.
I know. He also said that
he's
he's good at the first date. And he also said he's good at the first date. So he does whatever he needs to do.
I'm about to say the fact that he said that out loud, Mash. That nigga wasn't cognizant at all. He was not cognizant of what the hell he was saying.
He was not cognizant.
Exactly.
No. He wasn't cognizant on the impact that it would have if he told everybody his fucking plan.
Everybody the same damn information.
Stupid.
Exactly.
But hey,
Nash, you just said cognizant like 5 times.
No, he only gets 1 point for it though. Fuck out of here.
No beef. It's all good. I'm eating out.
It's all good. He was just piggybacking off of me.
I got cognizant on Smash right now. I'm well aware how to use this shit right now.
I'll use this word every day, so I'm good.
Yeah. Y'all ever did speed dating before? As far as like combining dating and competition and shit like that?
It's different.
Yeah. How is it though?
I've done it before. It's definitely different because like when I think of shows like Ready to Love, I'll be thinking like, damn, like you really got to compete for these women. And granted, it's already a fucking competition and shit. But now it's like you got to prove like you're the male for her and shit, like right in front of her. And I don't see myself doing like reality shows. Like I would still probably do speed dating and shit, but that's too much pressure for me, man. Like I can't be dating live and shit. But
if I'm the prize, well, I got to compete with other prizes to prove I'm the prize. That's
every day you're competing. Every day you're competing.
I want to compete with myself. I don't compete with other people though. You know what I mean?
You all competing with other people no matter what. That's
all the time.
It just feels forced in that kind of situation. Like you got to do shit out your comfort zone to probably just get a step ahead, and it's like whatever.
I mean, let's look at it in context, right? Because we're talking about the shape of the show, right? So if I'm competing with someone in order to find a partner, a companion, I'm gonna have to like use like some type of strategy to make myself stand above somebody else. Like I have to. If I don't do that, then why am I competing? Like why am I making an effort? You have to.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like in terms of like that speed dating shit, you're gonna put your best foot forward as possible. But I don't see why you would tell the same people the same shit. Like you can't tell them all the same thing because once they start talking together, they're about he said the same exact thing to me, and you're gonna lose all the vagina. All of it.
I know. Different too. So it's like you can't be having the same conversation with every woman.
Exactly.
Like just the coaches alone, you got to talk to them differently.
He even said that. He was like, every time I walked throughout the party, I could tell, like after they all found out that he was like trying to play them, he was like, this one cutting her eye at me, this one rolling her eye at me, this one gave me her back.
Yeah, you done, my nigga. You done.
So
but the funny part is they didn't eliminate him. He's still on.
Yeah, those women foolish.
Women love that type of toxicity.
Actually,
like they gave him a look and they still didn't vote that nigga out. You right?
They unconsciously
I think
like
he did nice on his first date. I think the dating is where he opened up, and that's what he was trying to explain to the females. Like, this is why I want to get you out on a date. So when he's on a one-on-one date, he kind of opens up more.
But it's him just playing the game, though. It's very superficial because he even said in the last one, he was like, I went up this guy because I came to the date and I brought her flowers because I know none of y'all niggas is bringing flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's like, it's a competition for him. So I don't know if he's really there for love or if he's there for the hype
to win.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just to mac it, just to win. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's his personality. He's a winner. Women love winners.
Yes. Yo, was his lines corny though? Like his pickup lines?
Some of them.
Actually, he was really good on the first. He wasn't even corny. I mean, I don't know. I think he made it come out very natural because all those girls took the bait and they set up a date with him. So they took the bait. They didn't know that it was bullshit until they all kind of started talking to each other. You know, so I think he did a good job. And on the date with the girls, he did a really good job on those dates. I felt like he was really making connections. So you're saying
he's smart.
He's smart with
it. Like,
very cognizant.
He set him up.
But the girls are seeing right through it, though.
Not that they're not voting him out if they're going to still keep rocking him.
They see through it, but they still fuck with him, though.
Yeah. Well, that's right now because they want to give him another opportunity to see what he can show. So they gave him the opportunity. He showed what he can do, but let's see if he still remains. It's still very early.
You know what I'm saying?
It's still very early, yes. So
I know. Imagine he was a nice guy. He dated one girl. He gonna make it to the show already. No doubt. The nice guy who tried to date one girl and try to be nice to the one girl. He got kicked off the show already. You know,
I was thinking that would probably be me, but I realized I wouldn't last long in that show.
You're too nice. You're too nice. You're too nice. Women don't like all that nice shit.
Yeah,
he only talks to that
I
one girl. He
do.
see's
He
cool.
very
Get the
nice
fuck
to
out of here,
me.
Boogie. That's exactly how I feel.
Treat me
Anyway.
like a sugar baby that I am. Okay, he's
yeah,
very
y'all
nice
silly.
to me.
Yeah. All right, I hear that though. So TJ, thank you for reality TV. Okay.
I loved it.
Yeah, I loved it too. Yo, Mo, can you bring us to social media land real quick? Like what's happening in the comment section and all this other shit?
Yo, of course I can. Of course I can. So really quickly, those of you who don't know, Kanye West will be known as Ye. Y-E. He legally
Is it Ye or Yay?
Yay. Well,
Yay.
Yeah. I said it wrong. Yeah. Y-E. That's what he's legally changing his name to. So that's been in the work. He officially went to a Los Angeles judge and they granted the rapper the name change request. So it is now, Kanye Omari West is no more. It is now Yay. Y-E. So
Congratulations.
that's what he wanted to be called. He legally changed his name.
Wait. First name, last name, Yay?
Yay.
Oh,
just
that
Yay.
was
One
good.
name, bro. One name.
Is he Yay West?
No,
just Yay.
Just Yay. That was his former name.
First name, last name. Yes, first name, last name.
Did he say why he just did that? Like I know Prince did that in terms of changing his name to a symbol and whatnot. So I like. Why did he do that? Like I know people like to shed their born names as well. So I'm trying to see if he fits into that camp. Did he say why?
He's Kanye West.
Rebranding himself.
West, bro.
Yo, he rich.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna hold you.
He's always called himself Yay, so it ain't like this was
like
a spur of the moment kind of thing.
He gonna have a hard time ordering shit off of Amazon. I think you have to have a last name to sign up.
His username and password just fucked up off the rip because YE ain't gonna work
Amazon
at all.
I get so upset with people for not putting their last name on their Amazon orders because
Well,
they come there. Yeah.
That's his first and his last name.
Niggas be ordering shit with nicknames.
I guess so.
Tell him to put it in my name for
Nah, he would just be.
He would just be
Yay.
Well,
he would
Boogie,
just be Yay on his paperwork.
To answer your question, Boogie, he said that he just changed his name for personal reasons. That's what he said. For personal reasons. But that is his first and last name. Yay. That's it.
That's Ye loves attention, and
right, of course
just another way to get some attention because that's what Ye loves to do. He likes to get attention,
right,
for whatever reason.
And staying on Ye. Also, it's crazy because there's actually a lawsuit that was filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court on October 22nd by the state of California. That alleges that the company, that Ye's company, failed to ship items within the 30 days and failed to provide adequate delay notices to consumers, among other allegations. So that's kind of like a lawsuit looking like it's going on. I guess people are not receiving their items that they purchased in a timely manner.
The Yeezys.
Yeah, the Yeezys. So the company needs to
be on a black market.
Right. So the company needs to be cognizant of their product not reaching
your shit. Go ahead.
Yes, needs to be cognizant of their product not reaching their consumers. So I guess that's a lawsuit that's currently going on, and I guess I'm waiting to hear how that's going to pan out.
I don't really say this about Kanye. I know he fell off a bit musically, at least in my opinion, but I got to give it to him in terms of his sneaker game. Like when I think about Ye's and Yeezy, I feel like he has the same energy as Jordan's when they release. Like people be out there for them shits.
They sure
I give him that. Like a lot of respect for Kanye in terms of.
That's true. That's a good analogy. Those two are very similar brands.
Exactly.
Standing outside waiting for them. And I think that's why he can't fulfill the orders because there's so many orders. You know what I'm saying? It's like such a demand for those Yeezys.
It's a good problem to have, though. It's a good problem to have.
It is.
Super expensive.
As long as he can,
you better fix that shit.
He didn't become a billionaire off the music. He became a billionaire.
I feel like
no cap.
Like I wish he would focus more on his business because I feel like he does these things to promote his albums, and it's like it doesn't work for me. Like even when he was announced that he was running for president, when he was supporting Trump wearing the MAGA hat. Like at the time, I believe he was putting out music, and it's like, yo, dude, this isn't making me want to check your music out. And it's like this. I don't know if this is part of it, but it's like, I don't know. The translations to music has fell off. Like this ain't like Kanye's just doing shock value for me, and it's like this. That's all I see when I see this, just shock value.
I got you. No, definitely. I understand that.
Yeah, like Kanye spread on
I don't
the wings.
see that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't look at him like a straight just music artist anymore. Anyway, so
yeah, that is true too. I just wish he would pick a side.
Yeah, I feel like he has somewhat of a god complex.
Like in his prime, he was technically one of the GOATs when, like, in terms of his imagination and creativity. So it's like, if you retired, retire.
He's still there. He's still a very creative person.
Yeah, I agree.
I just wish these antics he didn't have to do that. We could just focus on the music and not have to put the antics out. You know what I mean? Like he don't have to. It's Kanye. He needs to put out a song.
He don't, but he just wants to because he Kanye.
He's bigger than music right now. You know, he's a business. You know, he's a businessman. So, and usually once you get to that level, like the music don't even call you like that. So of course he's going to be dabbling in politics and dabbling in because he also has this complex, in my opinion.
He thinks highly of himself. He does.
He definitely does.
Like even I remember back in the,
he said some shit about Kim Kardashian.
Like his personality's just always been kind of out there.
It sure has.
And it's just getting weirder and weirder, you know. But go ahead, Mo.
Yeah, I'm gonna close it out with I don't know if you guys know, but it looks like the rapper Boosie and Lil Nas X have a little thing going on. Yeah, basically,
got a little Nas.
Right. So basically, they said Boosie is coming under fire after tweeting an anti-gay rant targeting the rapper Lil Nas. Basically, Boosie said, "Stop trolling me. And if you want to commit suicide, you would do the world a huge favor. Nobody wants you here." So apparently,
that was
So that was what he said. And he put that on Twitter, and this was kind of after I guess Lil Nas X basically went on live and told Instagram that he was going to be collaborating on a song with the rapper, who at that time had. Boosie crazy. How Boosie said that he was going to drag and beat him, but I think Boosie's basically saying like he's not with the Lil Nas antics. He doesn't have an issue with the gay community. With the right, like so. For instance, Lil Nas basically said that he was going to do a song, a song with the rapper, like was joking about it, but
with Boosie,
he was trolling Boosie. Like, so he was with Boosie. He was trolling him because he knows that. Him and
Boosie homophobic, or at least he comes off like that,
right? But Boosie's saying that he's not anti-phobic. So, for instance, Big Frida, I don't know if you guys know Big Frida. She's like, she's a transgender, New Orleans bounce, and she basically came out. And Boosie has a movie out, and I can't think of the name of the movie right now. But Big Frida said, Little Boosie does not have a issue with the gay community. He has an issue with Lil Nas X. Let's be clear. Big Frida also stated in the movie how Boosie has several gay people in the movie that he has one up. So she said he does not have a problem with the gay community. He has a problem with Lil Nas X, himself.
Just off of that, like post that threat of making a song with him, or it's like before that?
Because they've been going through. So basically, at one point, Lil Nas X explained that, that he thought about taking his life. Like he had broke up with his boyfriend at one point. He was going through a lot of stuff. I think that was back in 2019. He made remarks saying that he was suffering from suicidal thoughts. So he talked about that, to which is why Boosie came out and said what he said about, if you're going to commit suicide, then go ahead and do it, which was inappropriate. That was wrong. But I feel like Boosie's feeling like he keeps trolling him. And it's like, leave me the fuck alone. That's basically what Boosie's saying.
The best thing Boosie can do is ignore like Lil Nas X. I feel like Lil Nas X has such a big following, especially when it comes to like Twitter and his social media influence. So all that shit that he gonna say is definitely gonna always get back to Boosie. And because Boosie has just this short fuse, I guess sometimes he lets that stuff get to him. But like I said, Boosie just gotta ignore that shit.
These comments is not even at Boosie. They fuck with the actual LGBT community. You telling someone to commit suicide in terms of like the preference. That's not just a shot at him. That's a shot at everybody else.
You can't say it's a shot at the LGBT community.
I mean, like people can like when people see that kind of attack, it can be taken personal because it's like gay people have committed suicide in terms of.
See, but that's my issue though. It's just that once you publicly attack a gay person, it's like you attacking all gay people.
Right.
Sometimes it's specifically with that person.
I'm saying like when you say to kill yourself in terms of Boosie having a beef with Nas X, like Boosie telling Nas to kill himself, even though he's talking to Nas, a gay person that may support Lil Nas X may feel offended by that. Like, you can't talk to him like that because, again, like maybe gay people have maybe seen those kind of threats before in the past. Is what I'm trying to say. Like. There's homophobia in the rap game, period. So it's like Boosie can't be the first person to be like openly against it. So it's like,
and the only reason why I'm agreeing with Shake on this is because Big Frida, who's a part of that community, even has a knowledge, and she said she believes that he has a problem with Lil Nas X. It has nothing to do with the gay community. His beef is with that man, and that man alone. It has nothing to do with the gay community.
And Big Frida represents. LGBT community.
Big Frida represents Big Frida represents Big Frida. Let's be honest. There's no such person to represent everybody in a community. I'm sorry. You can't say that.
No. Not saying that he was representing the community, but I'm just saying,
you know what I'm saying?
He's coming from that perspective. That's all I'm saying.
He's coming from that community. I understand. Because
that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's not the
community.
No. I'm just trying to explain it to Boogie so that he knows that this is coming from a transgender
a transgender
artist,
woman.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you.
Does Big Frida identify as a he? Because you keep calling him he.
I don't know.
Yes, he does. He does allow people to call him he. He does.
I heard it. I heard it. She doesn't. I heard that she does not like to be referenced as
That's not true. I watch her shows all the time. She's like, I don't care if people call me he.
Well, why don't you just call her they?
She said she doesn't care if it's he or she. He doesn't care. She doesn't care. From what I know. That's what she said.
I ain't mad about that.
Or he says she doesn't matter.
I'm not looking at that.
But yo, Boogie, you wanna finish us off with your news, NBA shit?
Yeah. So what's going on is Kyrie Irving is currently not playing in the NBA due to the fact that he is currently not refusing to get vaccinated, for lack of a better term. So the Nets kind of have a mandate. Oh, let me get more direct.
Yeah, he's refusing.
What? Audio issue. Anyway, Kyrie Irving's in the Nets, and due to the fact he's not vaccinated, he can't play in any of the games. Like he's, I don't want to say he's banned currently, but until he gets vaccinated, he's not able to kind of play in preseason practice or anything of that nature. So that's having an effect on pretty much the team, as the Nets need him to kind of play. Period. The thing is, obviously, like he has a right to not be vaccinated. That's kind of the main thing. Like, obviously, you should for the protection of your teammates, but he has his right to kind of refuse it. They never. I've been looking online. They didn't really say anything about like him being tested negative or positive. So it's like they're not really even mentioning that as any sort of factor in it. They're just kind of focusing on the fact that he refused to be vaccinated. And yeah, that's just what the divide is. And I'm not sure how to be honest, I'm not sure how Mo talked about how,
Yeah, I was going to jump just because you touched on that, Boogie, really quickly. Also, here in New York, the mayor, Bill de Blasio, has also, because we're talking about vaccinations, now it's required that all city agency staff must be vaccinated. And they had up until Friday to be vaccinated. And if they choose not to, then they will be on LWOP, which means leave without pay. So,
and I'm not sure how to feel about that.
Right, exactly. And hence why just recently now, I'm trying to see if this is going to backfire, because right now the fire department is down to the point where they had to close some firehouses because it's not enough staff. That's an issue because there's fires. I mean, the most houses that are closed right now are currently in Brooklyn. So that's an issue. So, while he thinks he's doing something and people are going to cave in because they,
I just want to make sure that they're closing due to the fact that they're not getting vaccinated, nothing else.
Well, because they're not getting vaccinated, there's not enough staff coming to work. So you have to close it. It's not operational because there's no staff to work there because they chose not to be vaccinated. So while he's trying to do this to, I guess, think that people care about their job, some people is taking their stand like, F that job. And right now, firehouses are closed due to that because there's staffing issues. There's not even enough staff for them to open up the firehouse. That's a problem.
I mean,
so
it's a give and take.
That's our first responders,
Yeah, that's our exactly. Yep. So go ahead, back to what you're saying, Boogie. So, like you bringing up Kyrie, like, that's a big stance that he's taking as well. But
there are obviously there's people that I believe Charles Barkley was not supportive of that, but I believe people like Floyd Mayweather were, and it's like there are different perspectives. Even I'm not sure where to fall in that, online in terms of, I'm thinking that if he's negative, and he's able to prove that should be sufficient.
Exactly.
But I don't know. Like I can only speak for myself. I don't know how a fellow NBA player would feel about being near someone being vaccinated, especially walking down the court, everybody getting sweaty. It's like it's an equal divide. I'm not sure where to fall at this point. Like they're forcing a line at this time, though. So that's another thing. Like they're forcing people to kind of choose whether they should force a vaccination or not. And it's like a lot of people are okay to quit. And Kyrie Irving is currently not vaccinated, so it's not like it's working. So I'm not sure what the next steps are, if this is even helpful.
I'm just not a real big fan of the mandates and shit in terms of like if you don't get vaccinated, you can't have a job or you can't do the career that you were just previously in. I feel like there's a big
That happened to
mental
Ice
shift.
Cube.
Yeah, he walked away from like a few million
Yeah,
because
$1
you
million.
know he wasn't able to film because he
Because he
didn't
was
want to get
he,
vaccinated or whatnot.
yeah, I heard about that. I didn't know
And
which exact movie it was though.
and I feel like that's super powerful and whatnot because I feel like we are kind of getting brainwashed to think like there's only one way to solve this pandemic and shit like that. And when I even look at Kyrie's case, I'm sitting here like, is the case that he's just not vaccinated, or is the case that he can't prove that he doesn't have COVID? Because I feel like shit, nigga, give me a little personal COVID, nigga. Then like I have somebody walk around and they just keep swabbing my nose and shit and giving them the results like they're saying like, hey, as long as I provide
They
this
could
every day,
have
like
created an
Word.
option.
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
it's like this,
You
yeah,
can
like
have a
I'm just
homie in the
saying,
entourage that
It,
just swab you every week.
yeah, just swab me
Like,
up, and you know,
every
and
and
week.
let
like
him
let them
pay
know like
for
my
it,
shit,
and he can
yeah,
pay for it too.
that's it.
I
That's
feel like
it.
there's
Yeah.
also just been the
They
focus,
didn't
like the
give him any
conversation is
options.
going away from just testing. Like I remember TJ talked about that like maybe a month ago at least. Like we stopped talking about testing. We're just talking about, vaccination. And it's like I feel like we need to kind of get back into that because it's like you need a kind of gray area for people that's like, clean but okay to not get vaccinated. Like if you're negative for the COVID, currently, I'm not sure you have to be vaccinated, especially if you just continue to kind of stay clean, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, there's no real clean thing. There's no
I mean,
real
like if you're,
clean thing,
continuously
right?
negative
Because
is what I'm saying.
but even if you're vaccinated, you can still spread COVID. And if you're not vaccinated, you can still spread COVID. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like there is no like
Right.
clean. So that's
and I
why
think
testing is the most important because you still need to
absolutely.
test vaccinated people.
And that's the assumption. And I don't know why people continue to think that just
Because I'm
because you're
vaccinated, I'm good.
vaccinated,
Yeah.
I'm
I had someone
good.
say, "Oh,
No,
don't worry about it. I'm
there's
vaccinated."
I mean,
right.
like you
There's
can't even
that-
think like that now because they're talking about booster shots. One, for everyone,
Right,
and
but that's
two,
my
you have to
point.
wear a mask regardless of whether you're vaccinated or not. So
Exactly.
all that
And then
vaccinated, I'm clean shit is kind of out the window.
And
when you
let's
think
be
about what's
clear,
going
like
on.
Matter.
why we understand why we get vaccinated is because so you don't end up, possibly in a hospital or on a ventilator. However, it does not take away the fact that you can still catch COVID. And I think that some people, not all, who are vaccinated are under the impression, oh, I'm vaccinated, so I'm good. I'm good. No, you're not. I mean, yes, you have
better
taken a
protection, but you're
precaution,
not immune.
right? You have taken a precaution against it, but you yourself can still get COVID too, which is why, as TJ stated, we still need to be cognizant and continue to get tested every time that we have a chance to. Realistically,
you got it,
because
Mo. You definitely
no,
got it.
realistically, because just because we have a shot or we don't have a shot, the main point here is testing. And
Right.
and I'm gonna go a little deeper, as TJ once stated prior months ago, there's different variants coming out. Before the Delta variant came out, we're not testing for the variants. We're just testing, for the COVID. So we need to be deliberate in the testing that they're also doing, which is testing for the specific variants that are coming out.
I feel like we've been dealing with this for like what, our second year now. I'm sorry, I think I'm interrupting you. My
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Wait, Mo, you muted.
Let me see
Yeah,
if I
she's
could.
muted.
Go ahead, Mo.
No, it's a delay. So I'm finished talking, but it shows after for whatever reason in my camera.
Yeah. I don't know, but
I feel you, Mo.
Yeah, one thing I do know is like the people who get paid to study this shit, they claim that this is not going to be such a problem. And like, I guess what we in 2021 and shit. It's not supposed to be an issue come 2023 or whatever the case is, based on everything that's still happening. If the numbers still do what it's doing, I mean,
they need to make that broadcast loud and clear so people could be on the same page. I'm thinking we're gonna be dealing with this for a long time, well past 2023. Like, think about where we at right now. I don't see planet Earth like getting 100% kind of back on board the way we were before the pandemic in 2 years. No way.
I mean, like I said, time will tell.
Like this vaccination, anti-vaccination divide, I feel like it's just beginning. Like we just have city officials now. Like it hasn't hit locally where the cashier has to at McDonald's needs to get vaccinated. It hasn't hit that low, but it's starting. We're already starting to see some trickles in the higher levels, and it's like it's only a matter of time before it starts coming to where we at. Where companies like that we're working for are going to be like, hey, we got a mandate now that everyone needs to be vaccinated, and it's like it'll start to have an effect on us.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I'm concerned about.
I don't think we're going to get to the level of like the purge and nothing like that, but I do feel like we got a lot more work to do, like individually, to get over this whole pandemic and shit. But like I said, in due
What
time,
are the numbers these days with the pandemic? People still like really like dying?
I mean, I look at the numbers. It's not it is less people that are probably dying, but there's still like cases. But I mean, yeah, I watch the numbers though. I do about like
the news still reporting on that. I mean,
yeah, you could like if you Google COVID deaths and all that, they have like a database of I guess
you sound
what they have
real.
confirmed.
You sound real dismissive in your tone right now about the numbers you looking at. Like,
I don't know. Like, I have a bunch of numbers like that I'm doing over a quick Google search. I could read it. Updated for at least for my area in Oregon. As of October 31st, we have 365,000 confirmed cases, over 4,000 deaths as of the 31st. As of the United States, there have been nearly the exact amount, 45,923,884 confirmed cases as of the 31st. The amount of deaths as of the 31st is 745,378 in the United States.
Well, in New York, it says as of October 31st, is 0 cases. 0 new cases.
Okay.
Wow.
Sweet.
Well, it's COVID shit. It's COVID news for you.
That's crazy.
I'll be tired of talking about COVID.
And New York is like, we have 0 cases, but everyone in New York has to be vaccinated.
Right. It's saying new cases. Yep. It says October 30th, 2021, new cases 0.
And I'm just looking at the number, 745,000 deaths. I know this is very weird for me to say, but it does not feel as if 700,000 people have passed.
I'm glad somebody else said it because I was thinking it. I was thinking it. I didn't want to say
thinking
it.
about 700,000 bodies dropping due to COVID. It just it does not feel like that. Like I get it that some people have passed COVID. I'm not dismissing that in any form of fashion, but I feel like if 700,000 people really passed due to COVID, it would hit a bit harder. Like you'd see it everywhere. Like I remember when I was in Harlem, I could walk around during COVID and this shit still be packed out there. Motherfuckers was out there shopping like it was nothing. So it didn't feel like so many people were dying. That's just my take though.
Sorry, I just want to throw this in there real quick. I feel like I knew that COVID really wasn't like World War Z because crackheads were still out there. I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds like a horrible thing to say, but that's how I knew that COVID wasn't as real as it was. Because homeless people were still on the street. They were still living home.
I mean, if you really think about that, they always going to be out there. The fees is always going to be out there.
But I'm just saying in terms of like their immunity, bro. Like if they can survive through this shit and they ain't got no mask, I feel like it ain't that deep. Like I
homeless people, even over here, they out there. Like no mask, no nothing. They out there.
I'm just saying, you can look at me like I'm crazy if you want, but I feel like since they made it.
I mean,
but how many?
I don't want to be the dummy to test it and then catch it.
People die.
Look, they wear masks though too. Don't get it twisted.
No, some of them do, but not all of them.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
They be wearing masks.
Not all homeless people wear masks.
I appreciate y'all trying to get the homeless people the benefit of the doubt, but not all of the motherfuckers care about the vaccine mandates. Y'all bugging to think that they all over.
No, they don't care. Bad guy. They don't care.
Yo, but anyway,
I try to be like, the homeless people wear masks. Like where?
Yo, I'm wrapping this shit up though. Okay.
Wait, I want to talk about my man Mac Miller before we go. I know we want to wrap it up. I just want to say that my man Mac Miller.
It's gonna be a long episode.
It is what it is. I just want to make sure we get this off. I don't know who's familiar with Mac Miller or not, but he is from Pittsburgh. His name is Malcolm McCormick. He died in September 7th, 2018. And when he passed away, it was reported of a drug overdose. He was an artist. He's a rapper, and he has some really great music. And he's got this album, and it's my particular favorite. It's called Swimming Pools, and y'all should listen to it. He's particularly famous.
He's white?
For singing. Yeah, he's a white dude. And he's particularly famous because his lyrics deal with like depression and like suicide and stuff like that, but also like happiness and like his experiences, which is pretty fire, right? So Swimming Pools, I recommend everybody listen to it. Fire album. So when he passed away, it was reported that he died of a drug overdose, but actually, as it turns out, he was given laced drugs with fentanyl. And the drugs that was given to him caused him to die. So he didn't overdose. He just was given the wrong stuff. 4 days ago, this dude named Stephen Andrews, one of the 3 men who was indicted for the murder of him, for the death of Mac Miller, he pled guilty to being directly associated with the person who gave them, knowing that the drugs that he had was laced with fentanyl. And because of that, he can face up to 20 years in prison. And then 5 years of parole after that, and also have to pay like $1 million in fees. But so there's the two other dudes that's involved. So you got the dude Stephen Walters, who's directly responsible for it. But then they got his man, Mac Miller's drug man, Cameron Petit. He's the guy who actually got him the oxycodone, because that's how he died. He thought he was
about
getting
the motive.
Yeah, I'm talking about how it's set up. So Mac Miller thought he was getting oxy, right? He hollered at his man Cameron to get him the oxy. Cameron hit up his man Ryan Reeves, who then got the oxy from Stephen, but Stephen really gave them the lace shit, which came back to Mac, and that's how he wound up dying. So now we got more information on how he passed away. It wasn't actually a drug overdose. He was just giving drugs that were the wrong type of drugs. And R.I.P. to Mac, but now we have more information about how he passed away. And I just wanted to share that. I'm a big fan of his work. And, you know,
I asked about the motive. Did they say anything about why they did it? Like, I'm trying to think about why. Like, obviously they get money.
Yeah, is it cheaper? Is fentanyl cheaper to cut it with or something? Like, I don't get.
I'm no drug dealer.
Why
I can't really tell you
if you get money.
But I know that if I ask for oxy, I want oxy, and I don't want nothing else but oxy. And I feel like if I ask for bud, I want just bud. I don't want nothing else. Don't give me no magical shit dipped in nothing. No, I'm good, bro. Give me exactly what I'm ordering.
I'm thinking of a drug dealer. A drug dealer has no reason to fuck up their client because that's repeat business. So I'm thinking of why they gave him the lace shit. Like, what was in it for him?
To me, it feels like, is it going to make them higher and they're going to want to keep coming back to me? But I don't know the right dose to put on it.
Oh, so there was experiment or some shit like that. Okay.
Laced shit. Yeah. Or is it a cheaper ingredient? I thought fentanyl was expensive, but like I use it all the time at work. But I'm like, is it cheaper to get fentanyl to create something? And that's why these drug dealers are using it. Like, I want to know why they're doing it.
I don't know.
TJ trying to get a cooking started too. Shout
out to my nigga Mac Miller. He's not a junkie. He wasn't cognizant of the drugs he was taking, and he just happened to take a L on that one. So shout out to you, Mac. R.I.P. So my God, thank you. Saw you, Flash.
Yeah.
And before I know we're gonna end it, but we got our winner right here off that last one. Good shit, man. Mo, he came for you, Mo. I can't believe you let him do that. I cannot believe he let him come for your neck like that. You need to be more cognizant about this, Mo. How you letting me get it?
Y'all stupid. Yo,
anyway, Flash,
TJ, you never gonna win, but go ahead and give us an outro.
Yeah, whatever. This is something that I'm good at. Later, y'all. Later, tribe. Thanks for listening. If you want to stay in contact with us, the best way is on social media. You can find us on IG. Our handle is So Ratchet Podcast. We're also on Twitter, sending out tons of tweets. Tweet us back. Tweet us. It's at So Ratchet Pod.
What is it?
And if you want to see us on YouTube, us actually virtually, not in the metaverse yet, you can find us as Sophisticatedly Ratchet, and that's on YouTube. Like us, hit that little bell in the corner, save us, subscribe, follow us on IG. Every week. And that's it.
Get it. Facts. Follow us in the metaverse.
Wouldn't it be so dope if we could meet in the metaverse?
That
would be dope.
I ain't going front. I ain't think about us in terms of promoting the business in there. That's different. Ain't no sex war
in the metaverse. In the metaverse.
Yeah, this nigga Shake is gonna run a harem. Is that what they call it? Like a
sex harem?
Yeah, a house full of women.
Number fete, soca music, and just naked dancing. That's
I ain't gonna hold you. If I had a metaverse and I was able to make like my own like metaverse, it would be fire. Like it would be.
What would be in it?
Like cool
women.
Shit.
Like I feel like every male in their metaverse is gonna have some badass women in it.
But I feel like my metaverse everywhere would be background music. Like there will always be music playing in my metaverse. Everywhere we be listening.
What's playing right now in your head right now? What's playing right now?
I'm wishing on a star.
What would you play right now?
I'm wishing on a star. That song, yeah.
Okay.
I've been in my head all morning.
You know, you was looking for the artist on that. Let me get that for you, bro.
Okay.
That's close to sound, ladies and gentlemen.
Rolls Royce.
That's the name?
Yeah, Rose.
All right. But yo, like I said, we're closing out this episode because a nigga got shit to do. All right. So yo, thank you, Tribe, for listening to us. Of course, like I said, like us, do all that good shit.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. We love you all. You know that.
Peace out, Tribe. We love you guys.
Peace. Appreciate you rocking out with us. Till next week.